Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. You have reached Divine Spiritual Tea, and you are here for your daily cup of tea, I hope. Or whatever it is that you drink as you start your day. Coffee, tea, or milk, whatever it is you drink. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mary, and today we're going to take a look at what Spirit wants us to know, the divine spiritual tea of the day. Okay, so I want to say this: if your birthday is today, today's 9/1/2022, and today's your birthday, you're in a number 7 year. So let's talk about numerology a little bit before we get into the cards. If you're in a number 7 year, you may feel like going forward until your next birthday, you may feel like you want to tap into more of your spirituality. Sevens are all about the higher authority and that kind of thing. So whatever that is for you, you may feel like you want to know a little bit more about it this year, or you want to grow within what it is that you do know. Also, sevens are very analytical. So you may be, this year you might find yourself analyzing a lot of different things. It's like if you see something, or if you read something, you hear something, you're going to really try to figure out, you're going to do some analyzing. Is this right? Is this true? Is this the truth? And so you may find yourself doing more of that. You may find yourself going within more, and being more mindful, taking some time out just to go within and try to tap into your spirit even more. So those are a few things that you can look for happening this year as you go forward into 2023. Now in 2023, you will be in a 4 year as your birthday hits. Okay, so, and for those of you, it's not your birthday. Today's 9/1/2022. Today is a number one day. So a number one day tells us that number ones are all about leadership. Sometimes we can get into that other side of it as me. So today may be a day that you may think you're just thinking of yourself more than anything else, more than anyone else. That kind of thing. You may come up with a lot of different new ideas. New ideas may flow through you today. So kind of look at that. You may see something. You may think, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll try this, or I'll try that. But it's one is all about the individual person, that kind of thing. Okay, so keep that in mind as you move through today, 9/1/2022. Now, I've already laid out the cards, and I meditated and asked Spirit to give me the information that I need to pass on to you as we move forward here. And at the bottom of the deck here, I have the Two of Cups. Twos are all about partnerships. On the other side of it, there's always a shadow. Sometimes it can be about division also, but the twos are usually about partnerships, the balance. Unless we're looking at the other side, then it can be about division and that kind of thing. So as I said, I've laid the cards out here already, and I've taken a look at them. And for today, we have the first two cards we have up. It's the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about heartbreak. It's about heartbreak. It's about grief. It's that kind of thing. So you may experience some of that today. Now, this doesn't have to be anything major. Maybe someone will say something to you that may tick you off, or maybe you're driving down the street and road rage, whatever. Right next to that, we have the King of Swords. Now, we look at these two cards together. Now, this is the King of Swords. He's very ambitious. And as we talk about the one day, if you are with a partner that is very ambitious and wants things his way, he is an air sign, and you want to do things your way because it is a one day, therein may become the heartbreak. Maybe there may be some kind of argument or something between the two of you because you feel like you should do things this way and he feels like it should be done that way or whatever. And just because this is a king that's showing up here, this is just more of a male energy, but it could be female also. So be on the lookout for that, because if you're in a relationship, this is where the division could come. This is where the heartbreak could come. Not saying that you will be breaking up or anything like that, but it could cause some kind of disruption in, your normal day, because this king, he feels like he is very powerful, and of course he is the number one. He's the leader. And if you feel like today is your day because it is a one day and you feel like it's me, 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 and he feels like, no, it's always me, me, me. So you may kind of collide in that sense, and you may feel a little bit of sorrow, a little bit of grief, a little bit of heartbreak. Doesn't have to be anything major, like I said, but just be on the lookout for that kind of thing. And now that you know, as you move forward in your day, of course, you can temper that down a little bit so that it's not as bad as it could be. Okay, the next two cards up I have here is the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. Okay, it's about family. It's about balancing things. Okay, so in the Eight of Pentacles, it's about the hard work, the achievement, about education, that kind of thing. So if you worked really hard at something and now you're sitting back looking at what you have achieved, or you may be constantly still working hard. There's something you want to achieve, and you're working really hard at making sure that happens for you. Okay, so then again, we're coming back into those first two cards that we talked about here. Okay, so with that Six of Pentacles, remember, because you now know that there could be some grief, that you think about the fact that you may have to give a little. You may have to give a little. Not saying that you let someone walk all over you or whatever, but you may have to give a little in order to keep the grief down between you and someone else. It could be someone at your job. It doesn't have to be your partner. It could be someone at your job. It could be, like I said, it could be something like the road rage. Somebody wants to pass, let them pass. You know that this is what today is. Today is that one day. Okay, now we also have the next two cards we have here is the Empress and the Nine of Wands. Now this Empress, she is all about grace, love, nature, beauty, that kind of thing. She's about abundance. So of course she is again this one. She comes into that number one again, because she's even though she's about the abundance, she's giving and that kind of thing, she is the Empress. Okay, she is of beauty, she is of grace, and she makes sure that is what she is. Okay, and that's how we perceive the Empress. So make sure that as you step into this, someone, whatever this is that's going to cause you a little bit of distress today, that you think about that and you remember you are abundant. You are graceful. You don't have to stoop to the level of what someone else has, brought to you. Don't go down to that level. You want to stay on that high level and let that pass, whatever that is that may be coming your way. Now with this Nine of Wands here, of course, we're not talking about letting someone walk all over you and that kind of thing. If you have to say your piece and leave it alone, say your piece and leave it alone. Because this Nine of Wands is about boundaries. You have to stay strong. Stay strong. Stay in your strength. You have the support of the universe. It's not about letting someone, you be the rug and someone just walks all over you on this particular day, or any day for that matter. I'm just saying that it may be, more noticeable today because today is one day. Someone may try to take advantage of you in some way, but you need to stand your ground, okay? Make sure you keep your boundaries up there. Okay, the next card, two cards I have up is Seven of Cups and Temperance. Of course, the Seven of Cups is all about choices. You have a choice in how you handle situations on this one day. Now, whatever happens, if something happens today, now it may bring about some confusion and that kind of thing because you weren't expecting it, and which is why that Three of Swords shows up as grief and sorrow, because whatever someone said to you, whatever someone did to you, whatever you found out that brought this grief on for you, you're gonna be. It may confuse you a little bit because it just might come out of the blue. Whatever it is, it may come out of the blue, and you're going to be like, well, what happened? I didn't expect that from this person or whatever. But with this Seven of Cups here, you see all the cups here? You have a choice. You have a choice. Do you follow your instinct? You know that this may be happening today. So just take it easy. Choose well, because you can choose to follow that shadow side too. That's not so great, and things may not work out the way you would like for them to work out if you go the shadow side. So and you may be very passionate about something that someone has said or done, or something that you want to do or whatever, because we're in that one day. But that's okay. Make a choice today to, make sure that you are patient with yourself and with someone, whoever is, bringing about that grief for you. Or if you have, feel like you have brought on the grief for someone else, think about what other choices that you can make to make things better. Okay, so the next card we have is Temperance. Temperance. And Temperance is about balancing things out and making sure that if you just say you did come into an argument with someone, this is just an example. Think about how far you want to take it, okay? Maybe you want to, say a few words and leave it alone. That's about standing your ground, letting them know how you feel about it and that kind of thing, because you want things to be balanced. So you want to stay on the side of balance, as much as you can today, because you know what today is. Okay, next card up, the last card I have here is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is about stability, comfort, prosperity. So you've been working on something. Nine of Pentacles, this is all about the independence. This is all about entrepreneurship, doing things on your own. You have sown those seeds, and now you are ready to harvest, okay? So you've been standing alone in what you're doing and that kind of thing, and today is a time that maybe you may become into harvesting those seeds. So I'm going to pull an oracle card and see how Spirit wants to bring this all together for us today, being in the one day. But I hope you guys could see how that all ties together here for you today, and I hope that you would take advantage of the fact that you know what the day today is bringing forth for you. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, what is it that you would like? What's the message that you would like to give us today concerning what is going on in our lives today? What is the message for us today, Spirit? What is the T for today, Spirit? The T for today, as we move into this one day. pull a card here. See what Spirit wants us to know today. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. It talks about loss. Loss. Okay. Sometimes you learn through offering. Sometimes you learn through offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego. Perfect. This is what we're talking about with this one me day. Okay? Look for the love in situations if you can. And let the ego go. Okay, let the ego go. Today may be a hard day for that, but sometimes all the times there's lessons in what happens and how we perceive things. So Spirit is saying the true offering sometimes comes through loss. Okay, and so let the ego go and look for the love. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good day.